Why is this important for Europe? For European viewers, these programs are an indicator of how Russia is consciously creating an alternative reality, a world where NATO is disunited, Europe is helpless, and Ukraine's future is decided in behind-the-scenes deals. This media discourse is dangerous, not only for the domestic audience of the Russian Federation, but also for the Western one. It is designed to instill the idea that Europe always remains on the sidelines of big politics. You have been on the program Empire of Lies. Don't let yourself be deceived. By the way, this is also the first time in history, I probably don't remember, that meetings of this level during such a confrontation took place on one of the territories of the opposing countries at a military base. This is completely nonsense. Our Minister of Defense gets to the base, which is, in fact, a united Air Force army from Russia. And moreover, Trump, apparently, for the sake of the picture, transfers bombers, spirits, and so on there to create this entourage. These are all questions of secrecy, security. And now all this is aside. Now it is important to show the whole world at what level this meeting will be. Therefore, indeed, everyone has such, well, lofty, let's say, expectations from this meeting. I completely agree that the summit on American territory is a demonstration of the normalization of relations. This is a demonstration of the fact that there is no longer any need to talk about Russia's isolation, even in the West, not to mention the world as a whole, but in the West. And, of course, Europe is isolated in this situation. Not Russia, but Europe. The Alaska summit is a clear demonstration of Europe's isolation. Everyone welcomes this summit, except the Europeans. But we'll talk about that later. That is, they are constantly generating some ideas according to which America, the USA, and Russia should do something. They have literally laid out a route map. Mr. Merz, he also has a unique opportunity today to announce that he will stop supplying and financing the Ukrainian military-industrial complex for the duration of the ceasefire. He is sending some missiles, some drones, but he is not doing this. Accordingly, manipulation is going on all the time, and it is linguistic, not semantic. From the semantic point of view, Europe has become a political dwarf. Let's do it this way. China gave Ursula von der Leyen such a thrashing in the political ass, humiliated her so much, and in principle, Europe has a chance. Politicians like Sarah Wagenknecht are now vigorously calling on Europeans, including Merz, Macron, that is, even without looking back, without tarmac, to attempt a political landing in Russia. If you want to somehow get to the negotiating table, stop looking back at the U.S. The U.S. is building its game for America, for humanity in some factor. But you are not there at all. Organize your meeting. Organize your summit. It is not that difficult. The Kremlin does not refuse. Hear the Kremlin. Do it. You know, I expect that Orban can launch a process in which there will be present not the political elites making decisions, that is, not the heads of government and state, but the opposition, the LPN, Orban, that is, conservative forces, who will start an initiative at the parliamentary level. In this regard, several splits have clearly occurred. NATO is in a split, a very strong split. Almost all European elites are in a split. I mean now the industrial powers that have always financed the political powers.